In the heart of a small, bustling town, there stood a brand-new bakery with brick walls, golden signage, and the smell of fresh bread drifting through the air like a silent invitation. The owner, Daniel Carter, had poured his life savings and every ounce of his passion into this dream. He had left behind a stable job, trading comfort for creativity, determined to bring his love for baking to life. The place was perfect. Rows of croissants, muffins, artisan loaves, cookies still warm from the oven. But something was missing: customers. Day after day, Daniel stood behind the polished counter, hopeful, but the door barely opened. People passed by, glanced, then walked on. Some said the bakery looked too fancy. Others preferred the older, cheaper stores they'd always known. Daniel smiled through the rejection, offering samples, waving to locals, but deep inside, anxiety was growing. Bills were piling up, dough was going stale, and hope? It was slowly crumbling like a forgotten pie crust. One rainy afternoon, as Daniel was preparing to close early, he noticed a small boy outside, staring through the glass. The child's clothes were damp, his shoes worn thin, and his eyes, filled with quiet hunger, were fixed on the display of cinnamon rolls. Daniel opened the door. "Hey there," he said gently. "Would you like something to eat?" The boy hesitated. I don't have any money." Daniel knelt down, smiling. "That's okay. Come on in." He handed the child a warm chocolate croissant and hot cocoa. The boy's face lit up, not just with joy, but with something deeper. Gratitude, dignity, safety. They sat in silence while the boy ate slowly, savoring every bite like it was a miracle. Daniel didn't ask for his story. He just offered kindness. The next day, something unexpected happened. A woman walked in, holding the boy's hand. She introduced herself as Mrs. Jacobs, the child's mother. She explained that they had fallen on hard times. Her husband had died in an accident, and she was working 2 jobs just to keep the lights on. She thanked Daniel with teary eyes, saying it had been weeks since her son had smiled like that. But it didn't stop there. Later that week, a local teacher came in, then a police officer, then a group of college students. All had heard what Daniel had done. Word spread like wildfire, not just that a bakery had opened, but that it belonged to a man who cared. Soon, Daniel's bakery became more than just a place to buy bread. It became a safe space. He started a pay-it-forward wall where people could pre-purchase items for those in need. Locals donated money. Volunteers helped organize food drives. The mayor visited and praised the effort. Daniel even hired single parents and former inmates, trying to rebuild their lives. The bakery became a beacon, not because the bread was good, but because people felt seen, valued, loved. Months later, Daniel stood outside his shop, now bustling with laughter and life. He watched as the same little boy, Tommy, helped carry bread to an elderly man. Daniel wiped his hands on his apron and smiled. Funny, he thought, how feeding one hungry child changed everything. Kindness brings success in the most unexpected ways. When you give without expecting anything in return, the world often responds in ways that money or marketing never could. Many people struggle silently with poverty, hunger, or emotional pain, yet we walk past them every day without noticing. Small businesses fail not because of poor quality, but because they lack community support or visibility. In today's fast-paced world, compassion often gets overlooked in favor of profit and competition. Children from underprivileged backgrounds face emotional and nutritional neglect, which affects their future. Success is often associated with wealth and numbers, but true success is measured by impact. If this story moved you, take a moment today to offer kindness, whether it's a smile, a helping hand, or simply listening to someone. Comment below, what's one act of kindness you received that changed your day or your life? Subscribe to Wisdom Tales for more powerful life lessons and meaningful story. Share this video with someone who needs a little hope today.